Hello everyone and welcome to this cozy, outdoorsy and artsy video. The past few weeks have been rather rainy in my corner of the world, but I like rain, especially taking walks while it rains, as I love the sound that the raindrops make on the umbrella and that everything around me seems less busy. Since the winter I've discovered a new walking route that I absolutely love. There are several small streams, a pond, forests, meadows, floodplains and stony dry slopes along the route, and some of it is declared a nature reserve and the landscape and its inhabitants are rather diverse. My goal for the coming year is to observe this green paradise on my doorstep in all seasons. I want to get to know it like a good friend. And that also means that I want to spend a lot of time here with my sketchbook directly in nature. Recently, a friend gifted me a travel watercolour set for my birthday, and I really want to try them out outside in nature, so I've been waiting for some warmer weather. Over time, the weather has become more suitable for what I had in mind, and the awakening of nature is enchanting to witness. The birds are getting louder, the flowers can barely hold on, nature is waiting in the wings. So the time has finally come and I'm off with my drawing materials to spend an intensive weekend in this wonderful place. Spring has sprung and I'm taking you with me so that you can experience it too wherever you are. So to start with, I chose a spot right next to the pond. I made myself comfortable on a wall and spread out my materials. I find it super practical that I can carry around the watercolors, the water container and the brush together with other basics in only one pencil case. This way it's light and really space saving. At the beginning I tried out the paints, the brush and the little sketchbook that comes with it, and the colors are quite pigmented and the paper is great to work with. I'm a real fan of the brush. It holds a lot of paints and you can work flat but also very detailed with a fine tip. So my first aim was to warm up to the new materials, and while drawing I noticed that the color palette around me still felt very autumnal and wintry for the most part. And on my walk I only had one eye for all the colorful flowers and fresh green buds, but that's actually exactly what I find so exciting, to see the changing of the seasons and to notice them. Every year there is this transitional period when winter and spring intersect. Winter often persists and has difficulty to say goodbye after such a long, engaging time. Spring, however, is unstoppable. Even if it seems to make slow progress at first, perseverance pays off, and all of a sudden there is this moment where everything just seems to explode overnight. I'm noticing the same thing with food at the moment. I try to buy seasonal and regional products as much as I can, and a lot of what ends up on my plate is what can still be harvested after the winter or can be stored well over the winter. But slowly, however, more and more fresh splashes of color are finding their way onto my plates, and this weekend I would also like to collect some wild herbs and make something at home from them. For now I'm thinking of dandelion buds and wild garlic, and in late spring I would like to collect nettles and spruce tips. So the first day is slowly coming to an end and I'm going to make my way home soon. I'm going to return tomorrow to find a different spot to sketch. following day I took an unknown detour and came across a little stream in the middle of the forest. And here too I found a wall where I made myself comfortable. I really enjoyed the twittering of the birds and the gentle babbling of the stream and the sun on my face. I liked the many fallen tree trunks, so I decided to sketch one of them. Today I also opted for the natural, still quite autumnal color palette. It was a good exercise for me because the tiny watercolor palette was rather saturated and I had to mix the colors to get muted tones. Before I went on with my walk, I collected wild garlic and dandelion buds. There's something very satisfying about gathering your own food from nature. As I watched the sunset, I felt really calm and grateful inside. The weekend felt like taking a deep breath in, soaking up inspiration and good expectations, and then breathing out again and letting go of all the tension that was left. When I got home, I treated myself to a snack because I was starving. I fried the buds in olive oil and sea salt and enjoyed them with a cheese sandwich. Tomorrow I'm going to make some wild garlic pesto, I think. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what's your favorite thing, food or activity during spring. See you next time. Take care, everyone.